The Junkyard's engines roared to life. It lifted off the ground before Mark flew them out of the cave he'd parked it in. Dax stood behind him, looking at the pillar of smoke billowing from the bungalows that were now all burning. A small fire brigade stood on the beach, hoses in the water, while pumps launched torrents into the flames. "I don't think we're getting our deposit back," Dax said with a grimace. "It's a good thing I gave them a fake name, too, and paid with a dummy account. Otherwise we'd probably get an invoice as well," Mark snickered. "I wouldn't worry about it," Ruthnar chimed in, being escorted from the kitchen by Kane. "The Ryshy will make sure it gets rebuilt. They're the ones who started the whole thing anyway." "About that, once we get to space, should we just punch it and run?" Dahlia asked, standing at her mounted armor, inspecting her weapons. "Or should we suit up and fight?" "This isn't a trap scenario," Ruthnar explained. "While taking a really dumb approach, Tarloth is telling the truth. It's not a trap. They really want to hire you." "What if we don't want to take the job?" Sandrina asked. She emerged from her room in a jumpsuit while pulling back her green hair. "He did mention it paid well, and the Ryshy pay disgustingly well," Ruthnar countered. "And if no amount of money would be enough?" the Junkyard asked through her speakers. "Then I'd be compelled to tell you about who's responsible for the deaths of every other team we've sent on this mission." PETA perked up from his charger under the pilot's station. "Who might that be?" Dax asked. Mark pulled back on the yoke, activating the ship's artificial gravity. They punched through the clouds while the world's blue sky started to turn black. "A group known as the Death Squad. Highly advanced, genetically altered Valtakuntera." Dax put his hand up, cutting him off while nodding. "We're painfully aware of who the Death Squad is," he said. "Yeah, you could say we've had an eye on them for a while," Mark replied. "Bleeze even gave them a hand," Dahlia chimed in. Ruthnar's face contorted in embarrassment. He glanced around the room, doing a quick inventory of everyone's expressions. "Right, I seem to have forgotten about that. I apologize," he muttered. "No worries," Kane jumped in. "But you're saying, with this mission, we may run into Tylira?" "Ryshy intelligence suggests when she's not tracking you, she's trying to stop us. And this time, you may actually be able to get the drop on her," Ruthnar replied. "Yes," PETA snarled, while Cannibal Corpse's hammer-smashed face softly played from his speakers. "Finally, blood." "Cool your jets, Cujo," Dax jumped in. The robot corgi lay back down to continue to recharge.